Hey there, welcome to day 43 of our Let's Grow annual challenge. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. And today our topic is emotional support and intimacy in relationships. I got to thinking about this, and this is probably one that I need to do some personal work on. So I decided as an action item today, we're going to do, and I made a little graph in my book so that I can fill it out, or a little chart. And we're going to identify what is the state of emotional support in our relationships and what do we want it to be? What is the state of intimacy in our relationships and what do we want it to be? So you can decide if you want to cover just one relationship and think about it today, or if you want to cover different types of relationships. Like I think I'm going to do work and professional relationships, my partnership relationship, my family, my kids, my granddaughters, my sisters, my mom, etc. Oh, my mom's my only living parental type relative these days. And she's going to be 87 this year. So that's going to be our action item. But let's talk about this for just a minute. What are, and I need my magnifying glass, of course, some examples of emotional support? How does it show up for you? And how do you want it to show up, right? Sometimes it's kind of like the whole love language thing, if you've ever read that book, and we'll talk about that probably this month. Maybe this month we'll talk about that, probably on Valentine's Day. That I just came up with a topic for Valentine's Day. So people give love and receive love in different ways. The same is true of emotional support and intimacy. We prefer things. We all have different preferences, right? So we usually give love and give emotional support and give intimacy in the way we want to receive it, whether we are aware of it or not. So what does that look like for you? Emotional support for me shows up as empathy, people actually listening to me so I feel like I'm actually being heard, people validating my feelings, whether they don't have to agree with them. I just want them to say, yeah, it's okay for me to feel that way. And I also definitely need to get better at validating other people's feelings, right? Intimacy can be physical, emotional, psychological, etc. And you decide what is the right amount, what is the right thing for you. So some examples of this might be bearing your soul, right? Being able to talk to someone about absolutely anything, the things that are most important to you. Being able to be yourself around other people, to me is intimacy. Unveiling and sharing layers of vulnerability, right? I mean, both our past, our current, and our future dreams, being able to share those with people, to me, is a form of intimacy. Also, expressing gratitude, shared activities, prioritizing quality time with that person, to me, and again, that's different. Some people want to spend time with each other. That shows emotional support and intimacy. Other people, not so much. They act more independently. So our action item today is for both emotional support and intimacy, think about at least one of your relationships. What is your current situation? And then what do you want it to be? Why do we do that? Same reason we use the SOAP framework. We fill the gap between where we are and where we want to be by our actions, right? Nothing changes unless we do. So any questions about this, hit me up. Of course, there is a write-up in Guide 2 of the Let's Grow Annual Challenge private Facebook group page. Guide 1's the videos. Guide 2 is a write-up. And we've got Rita and Einer's story today. Now, that is my parents' name, but it's not exactly their story. It's just a story of emotional support and intimacy through a lifelong 50-plus year relationship. My dad's passed away, so obviously it's not their story, their current story. I think their real life story is probably better than this one. Anyway, it's there for you to read if it helps you to get in touch with the action item that we're doing today. All right, have an awesome day. I'm tripping over my tongue. I obviously need more coffee. If I can help you anyway, ask. Otherwise, of course, I will be with you tomorrow.